Hello everyone, it's Shauna coming to you live from her craft room in Edmond, Oklahoma. Today is Saturday, October 12th, and I am making this cute little Keurig Caddy treat holder, several different names for it, but it is so stinking adorable. We are using the More Than Autumn stamp set and die set. This is on page 49 of our mini holiday catalog. The cover of it looks like that. Let me get to the right page and make sure I can see everybody that's hopping on. Bear with me just a second. Hope you guys are having a fabulous Saturday. There I am. Mute myself so nobody hears two of me. See if I can turn on live chat. Yes, I can. Okay, so I'm in the right spot. Can see the comments. If you are scrolling through Facebook World, I hope you stop by and say hi so that I know that you're on. Again, this cute little treat holder caddy is what we're making, and this actually, it is more than autumn. This has hot cocoa, peppermint, apple cider, eggnog. You have this gingerbread, this apple, this pumpkin, this candy cane, and you can also use this with, we have an online exclusive right now. We've had it for a while, and it's called, let me grab it, Latte Love. The sweet is called A Little Latte Sweet. Again, it's an online only exclusive, but this says nothing's better than, and you could do coffee themed. It doesn't have to use the More Than Autumn bundle. See, there's some beautiful coffee paper, and this sweet is really cute. They have little dies that cut out these cups, and just a really cute, there's some coffee beans. Anyway, you could use this and make this treat holder for several different occasions. So you could also use this stamp set. I printed off a couple of things because I wanted to be able to show what all this stamp set and die could do. And of course, I don't have the time really to show you everything, but Janet Wakeland from Remarkably Created had this on her blog. I don't know when she made this, but this shows the hot cocoa. You know, you could do a little cocoa packet and a candy cane. We have some, bear with me a second. We have these cute little peppermint embellishments that she used. This is in our mini holiday catalog. And this paper, I think there's a couple of different, I think that may be on the Rudolph paper. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I wasn't as prepared as I should have been. But I also know that there is some candy cane paper in our Iconic Celebrations paper pack. This is the paper pack that we're going to use today. So let me see if I can find that reindeer paper real quick. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, I take it back. I thought there was some paper. Oh, it's on the Snowy Scenes paper pack. So, in the mini. I thought I had seen some candy cane paper in 2 different places. Anyway, the More Than Autumn set is on page, I believe it was, I just had it flipped there and now I've turned the page, of course. Bear with me a second. 49. It's this set right here. Sorry about that weird glare I've got going on. It's the timing. In my craft room I have a big arch window, and even if I close the blinds don't go up to the arch, so the sun is coming through the leaves. So that's what this weird thing is going on. Hi Mom, how are you? So lots of different things. She also, this is using that coffee paper that I just talked to you about, a latte love, a little latte sweet. So she did one with coffee, but it says nothing's better than, she put coffee except maybe you. So very versatile. Autumn, Christmas, coffee in general. Cute set that you can use for several different things, whether it's making slider cocoa packet holders or this little treat holder. Several different uses for it. Just want to say right now we do have, oh nope, I take that back, that is over with. Sorry. That was only 3 days. Okay, so right now, good, I'm glad, Mom. We have our kit special going on. So right now, all of our kits are 30% off for the month of October, October 1st through the 31st. And that does include our demonstrator starter kit. So if you have thought about becoming a demonstrator in the past, this is a good time to do it. You get $155 worth of product in your starter kit for just $99. And you get free business supplies with that and free shipping. So if you're interested in that, let me know. And then just a reminder, our paper pumpkin, right now the October 11th through November 10th kit is available. And this is a treat holder stocking in this kit. There's no cards. They'll do that from time to time with treat holders instead of cards. So it comes with 8 stockings. So that's going to be a cute kit. And then the one for next month is Notes from the Heart. And it's got some cute nature vellum, some scalloped card bases, and some really cute gold embellishments. So then, as a demonstrator, so if you want to become a demonstrator, you do get early access. So we can order these right now. We started ordering them October 2nd, maybe? I can't remember the date. But these are 2 that I can show you. This is just kind of a sneak peek. These are available to customers November 5th. But like I said, if you're a demonstrator, you can have access to these now. I have some of this here that I can show at the end of the video if you want. But this utterly adorable sweet collection has some cute paper, some beautiful cording, some really neat embellishment. Of course, it comes with a stamp and a die set. And then we've also been told that our Valentine's Day stuff is not going to be in the spring holiday mini. So if all of our Valentine's stuff is going to be online exclusives that are available November 5th. so that people can start making their Valentine's Day stuff early. So don't wait thinking that it's going to be in the holiday mini for spring. Get it while you can. This paper, I've got some. It is gorgeous paper. I love the gold accents in it, and it comes with some gold trim. Again, I've got this so I can show it to you at the end of the video if you want, if we've got enough time. But you can actually use this for Christmas because it's got some that just have red, gold, and white and not the pink. So you don't have to wait and use it for Valentine's, but it does come with some cute heart embellishments. Again, some gold thread, a cute stamp set and die set, and then there's also this Happy Hibiscus bundle. It's a 3D embossing folder, hybrid embossing folder, so it embosses and cuts at the same time, and this beautiful stamp. This reminds me of Maui, the flowers. But some cute stuff that's coming November 5th. Again, if you want to become a demonstrator, right now our demonstrator stuff is on sale. So, or our demonstrator kits to become a demonstrator are on sale. So this is a good time to do it. All right, I'm going to show you how to make this cute caddy treat holder. And I did it for autumn, so I used the pumpkin spice season. But like I said, it says peppermint hot cocoa, apple cider, eggnog. It's got a pumpkin, an apple, a gingerbread. You could use this for all sorts of stuff. So, and here is some cute candy cane paper to go with this peppermint hot cocoa, so you could easily do this several different ways. This is the Iconic Celebrations paper pack, and I'm actually going to be using the pumpkin paper that is right here, if I can get my hands on it. And then I'm going to use this polka dot paper. I love this pack of paper. It's got several different occasions. I've showed it off before a couple months back. It's got birthday, New Year's, it's Halloween, it's got all sorts of stuff. So let me grab this. Actually, this caddy came from Erica Serwin. She did this caddy about 3 years ago, and when I saw this set, I thought I need to make one of those. So I did not invent this at all. Again, Erica Serwin from Pink Buckaroo did this, and I thought, why reinvent the wheel when she's done it perfectly? So I'm going to lay that out in case you want to take a picture of it, in case you want to make one of these. This is kind of the template. I'll get my hands out of the way if you want to take a quick snapshot of it. This is what it looks like when it's ready to go. This is you need 2 pieces of 6 by 6.5 inch paper. Okay. So what we're going to do first before we get to making that is we're going to go ahead and do our stamping and our coloring. There's not much blending to do, but let's go ahead and get this part out of the way. Where is my black ink? This is the black Memento ink pad. This is a great ink pad to use with the blender pens because it is, these are alcohol blenders, and so you want to use a ink that does not smear. So there's our little cup. Here's our little whipped topping. We need 4, actually no, 3. Oh man, I just did that. I don't want that in black. I know better than that. Let me clean that off. I want that in this pumpkin pie ink color. Oh, Mom, I went and met Chad Mason for brunch, I guess, lunch. And he said to tell you hi. So I'm telling you hi. We need 3 of these that we're gonna die cut. Okay, put that off to the side. I'm gonna take the light pecan pie and the dark pecan pie blenders, and I'm actually going to do this opposite of what I normally do. I'm gonna go ahead and take this dark and just kind of go all the way around, and then I'm gonna pull it down just a little bit this way. This is gonna give us some shading. And then I'm gonna take my light and flood that. I'm gonna switch to my small brush now that I've got most of the ink in there. And I'm just gonna pull that dark color out a little bit. Like I said, we're just giving it some shading, just so it has a little bit of coloring. There we go. I know. He had went down last week and spent it with his family in Texas. It was Aunt Pat's birthday. And so they were coming back. He lives up in Iowa. I'm going to put some shading around the top of this cup, around where you would see a little bit of a dark color underneath the koozie, the cup holder part. And then I'm going to go in here with my whipped cream, and I know whipped cream is white, but this is just going to add a little something to it, give it a little bit of detail. Anyway, I got to meet his wife and his son. He has a son named Kyle, who is 28, and he looks exactly like Kyle. It's kind of scary. Jason was even saying that, you know, his Doppler twin, and I said, yeah. All right, so that's really all the coloring that we're gonna do. Let me get my die cut up here. My little cut and emboss. This is the older one. We have a much newer, nicer one now. But my Big Shot still works. So I'm gonna die cut these images. See if I can put a couple of them on here. Sometimes it'll let me do a few of them, and sometimes it doesn't. Sorry, I'm just getting the dies out of my little magnet bowl I have over here. Okay, it's not, okay, let's do the old-timey and just send one through at a time. Again, that's just my homemade shim that you saw me put on there, just because my machine's old and I've used 3D embossing folders on it. Okay. So there's my little dollop of Cool Whip on top. And then let me grab a little cup, line it up. There are several different things, and I'll go over that. I'm gonna make sure I didn't move that. I think I did move my die. Yep, I did. Okay. There are several different things that you could put in these little cups that I have in here, and I'll show you those cups here in a second. Here's my little cup. And then let me do my little pumpkins. This treat holder goes together really fast. You could mass produce these. Oh, my little pumpkin moved. Where is my... Oh well. May have to get a little post-it note to put on those to... Sometimes when the dies are really small, they move. Okay, where are my post-it notes? That'll hold it down. Teach it to move. And one more pumpkin. My little shims down and run that through. Oh, and then I also need to run through, I should have done that at the same time. Too worried about lining up my pumpkin. Okay. We're also going to be using the Countryside Corners dies. These are in our big annual catalog. Again, they're called Countryside Corners. And I'm using the, oh, what is that? It's this one right here. So 1, 2, the third one out. There is this, I'm counting this little banner right here. So 1, 2, 3. It's actually the second one that looks like that shape. And I'm going to use that as my label on the front to put my words on. So roll that through. And I think that is it for the die cutting. Sorry, I know that is so big and takes up the whole entire screen. Oh, you're kidding me. That moved. How funny. Okay, one more time. I just thought I was done. I didn't think that that one would move. That's what I get. Okay. Let's try that one more time. Now I got my shim moving. Okay. You know what, I could go ahead and die before we put this out of the way. I've got some scrap paper here, and I need to die cut these little circles up here. And that is actually using the Spotlight on Nature dies. These are on page 69 in our annual catalog. And you could also use, if you don't have those, Stylish Shape dies, which are on page 123. So you're just looking for some sort of circle die. But let me grab this. Is my little magnetic bowl that you hear everything clinging to, click, making that sound over there to the side. I have the smallest one that has the dashes, and then the second to smallest that has the little like flower shape. So I'm gonna do the flower shape in the pumpkin pie. See if I've got enough. Yeah. And then I've got a piece of Cajun Craze, and I'm just gonna do this little dash. See if I can, in fact, let's pull this one over just in case. I've got plenty of pumpkin pie scratch paper from other projects that I have been working on, so lay my little shims down and run those through. Okay, one more time because I need two. Let's put that right there. I need a new clear plate. Mine's got cracks in it, and one of these days it's gonna go. Now we're done die cutting. I promise. I won't bring it back. I use that little magnetic bowl so that I don't use my dies when I'm tossing them over to the side. Sometimes they've ended up in the trash can next to me, and you'll lose a die and then you're sad. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and poke these little pieces out while I've got my little pokey tool right here. It'll just take a second. I'm sure everybody is watching the OU versus Texas game. My husband is in the other room watching it, and I said, well, I guess that's the perfect time to do my live because you won't be on your cell phone. You'll be too busy watching the game. And he said, yep. So that's why we're doing a 3 o'clock today. And because I had to go meet some family this morning. So all right. Okay, put all the die cut pieces to the side. And actually, let me go ahead, since we did the other stamping, let me stamp on this. Now this pumpkin spice season, this label right here, is actually made up of 3 different words. And I've just put the 3 different stamps on this block so that they can stamp at the same time. I grab my actually I'm going to grab my Cajun Craze ink to do the pumpkin spice season, because that's what the pumpkins are in the background. And I'm going to stamp this to the right as far over as I can. And then I'm going to take my little pumpkin stamp and put it in pumpkin pie and stamp it right here in this little empty spot. And I'm going to try not to get my head in the camera. And you could color that in with an ink blend if you want, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, put that off to the side. Now, bring back in our little templates so that you guys can see what we're doing again. Okay, so again, what you are needing are 2 pieces of 6, so it's 6 tall by 6.5 wide. You can see that on the graph paper right there. So we're going to cut out 2 pieces, and this is using the crumb cake. So we're going to go 6.5 wide by 6 long. And I need 2 of those, so 6.5 by 6. And then we're going to pull our cutter out of the way, and on the 6.5 long side, we're going to score it at 6 and at 4. So again, we're going to score this at 6 and at 4. And then we're going to flip it around and we're going to score it at 2 and at 4. And then the important part is we're going to come back and we're going to go back to where we had done the 6 and the 4, and we're going to score it at the 2-inch, but we're only going to score it down to this first score line. So I don't know if you can, let me pull this one. Here, I'll show you. Okay, so this little 2-inch score line, you're only coming down to this because this is what's going to fold over and give us our little handle. So do not go past that 2-inch score line. And that's easy to do. I mean, you can measure it with a ruler if you want, but the great thing about one of the Stampin' Up! Trimmers is not only do you have the measurements here, but you have the measurements right here. And I have actually added, a lot of people ask me this, so let me show you. I've added a piece of white tear tape underneath my trimmer. So you can see that piece of tear tape right there. I've added it there so that I can see these measurements better. And so put it on your 2-inch right here, and then just come down to your 2-inch right there. And there's a little notch on your score blade that you line it up with. Hope that makes sense. But that way you only have down to that mark. Okay, so we're gonna do that again. So let's make sure we're on our 6.5. We are, okay. So we're gonna score this at 6. We're gonna score it at 4. We're gonna rotate our paper. We're gonna score it at 2. Oh, go back, sorry, I almost messed up. At 4. So 2 and 4 at the same. And now rotate it back to where we did the 6 and the 4 at the beginning, and we're gonna do it at the 2, but only down to the 2-inch score line. Okay. Now I've kind of put the cut dashes where you cut and then the score lines where you score. So I'm going to bring in my bone folder and we're going to go ahead and we are going to varnish each of our burnish each of our score lines, except for that one where it only goes down to the 2-inch. I'm not going to do anything to that yet. So take your bone folder, burnish these so they're nice and crisp. Oh, almost messed up. Yep, don't want that one. Okay. And then let's grab our paper snips. And I'm going to pull this back in so that you guys can see. So we have our little small tab over here, the one where it's just a little 1/2 inch before our score line. We're going to cut this off and this off. We're going to leave this little tab for our adhesive. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually cut a wedge in this to miter it. This just gives you a little bit nicer of a clean cut. So when you put your box together, it folds easily. You don't have a whole bunch of overlap cardstock to where it makes it thick. Okay, and then we're going to cut up on this up to this first little score line. And again, I'm just cutting a triangle so that I can get a little miter edge. I didn't cut all the way up. There we go. And again, I'm just going to miter this little corner right here so that it matches that one. So we've got our bottom done, we've got our side done. Now we're going to come up here and we're just going to cut. We're not going to miter it, but we're going to cut up to this 2-inch line. Now we can fold it and burnish it right there on that score line. So that's giving us this little flap right here. And then we can come over here and we can just cut a diagonal, and you can take your roller and a pencil if you want, just to make sure you get a straight cut. But you're just cutting corner to corner. And then we're going to cut this whole section off right here, this whole square. Okay, so we have a piece that looks like this. Let's do that one more time. You guys following me? Hi, Donna, how are you? Oh, you're okay. Better late than never. We're making this cute little Keurig coffee holder or treat box caddy. Okay, so we're gonna cut up here and we're gonna miter this. We only want this tab right here for our adhesive. So again, we're gonna miter the edge and cut that off. And I'm going to go ahead and miter this just so it folds easier. And then I'm going to miter this edge and this one because we don't want that piece at all. So let me pull that back in case you guys need to see it. We're gonna miter this. And then we're gonna, oh, you know what I did? Whoop. Okay, let's see, can I fix that or do I need to, I flipped over my piece of paper. Okay, let me grab another piece of paper. Dadgummit. See what happens when I'm talking and I'm not paying attention? Thanks, Donna. Okay, well, you'll get to see it all the way. So, again, let's go. That's the fun part of being live. You better pay attention to what you're doing. Okay, 6.5 by 6. And on the 6.5, again, I'm gonna score this at 6 and at 4. I'm gonna turn my paper and I'm gonna score it at 2 and at 4, and then we're gonna turn it back around and we're gonna go to the 2, but we're only gonna come down to the 2-inch mark. Okay, sorry about that. Let me pay attention to what I'm doing. Could have sworn I had that right, but I didn't. Okay. So again, I'm gonna cut this little piece off so that we can make our tab over here. Okay. And then we're gonna go up this score line, but I'm gonna come back in here and I'm gonna miter this so that it lays flat whenever I put the box together, just to take out some of the bulk from the paper. We're gonna miter this piece. And then of course the most important part, we're not gonna miter it, but we're gonna cut up to this first score line. Now we can fold that over. And I forgot to burnish my score lines. So that it will fold nicely. Okay. And then the last cut that we're gonna make is we're gonna go from that little, where we did this little fold, we're gonna cut diagonal. And again, you can take a ruler and a pin if you want, but you're just gonna cut corner to corner. And then you're gonna cut this whole square off. Well, come on. There we go. Okay, so we have two pieces that look, let me do a better cut job right there. I don't know why that one little, there we go. We have two pieces that look like this. Okay, we're gonna take our tear-in tape and we're gonna put it right here on this little 1/2 inch piece. to hold this box together. And then we're also, let's do this part first because I want to make sure I fold it over correctly. So push that down, take off that top piece, and then we're going to line this up with that line. And that's going to give us our box. So then when we fold this over, we want to make sure our tabs are on the inside of our container. So I'm going to put adhesive on this side of this one. And what you can do is just fold it over. Actually, let's go. I want to make sure that that adhesive's on the inside. So you're just going to fold that piece over onto that. And then you've got your box. These swing in for your handles, and then these fold down for the bottom. Before we do that, let's do our little finger holes. What I've done is you can take any die or any circle punch. I just have this 1 1/4 inch circle punch. I have cut me a little piece out of a Post-it note so that it's sticky on the back, and that just lets me place it where I want to make sure that I'm getting it all even and in the right spot. It's just acting as a template for me. So I'm going to bring my hole punch in here. Let me see if I can, there we go, get my hands out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to peel this off, and then I'm going to place it on this other side. And again, like I said, these are just going to come like that. It'll make more sense when I put the bottom of it together. But I'm going to go ahead and line these up so that they match. And I'm going to put my template right back in that hole. Does that make sense? Hope it does. I'm using that as a spot just to hold the place. And now I'm going to cut this one. Okay. We've got a little bit of Post-it note. Let me get that off of there. And then we can come back and let's work on the bottom of this box. So you're just going to fold these two pieces in. We're going to put some glue right here. We're going to fold this over, put some glue right here, and then fold this over. So I'm going to use our green cap Mono Tombow liquid glue, and I've just have it in this little easier bottle to use. So put some there, put some here. We're going to make sure that this is square. We're going to put that down and line that up. And we're just going to hold it for a second. It just takes a couple of seconds for it to adhere. And then we're going to take some more green glue. And then fold this over. Again, we want to make sure that our box is nice and square. Sometimes it's easier to flip it over. And then you can also run your bone folder in there like that and push all of it down. Okay. And then we're going to take these, and these just come in and hug each other like that. Cute, huh? And it's very easy once you score it and cut it correctly. Oh, sometimes, you know, I just have to make things harder than what they are. I wouldn't want to make everything look super, super easy. That would just be pointless. They're so easy to make, so easy. And again, you're just going to line these up. And I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing because my fingers are so fat and in the way. But you just want to make sure the tops of them are even. Okay. There we go. So cute. And now it's really just about decorating. So again, we're going to use this Iconic Celebrations paper pack. And again, it's got candy cane paper in there, so you could definitely make a peppermint hot cocoa one. You wouldn't have to make a pumpkin spice season one. But that's what we're doing. So let me find, here we go, my pumpkin paper and my little dotted paper. And you could use the pumpkin paper here. I just thought for the contrast, I liked the two different kinds of paper. So this paper measures 1 7/8 tall. So we're gonna need 2 strips of, I'm gonna do it from the bottom just because I like the pattern better. 1 7/8. We need 2 of these. 1 7/8 by 3 7/8. So 3 7/8 and 3 7/8. Because you could definitely take this paper and use the leftover right here. So you could do pumpkins along both sides. But I'm going to use the dots just because it's cuter. So again, 1 7/8. And then these pieces are 1 1/8. Is that right? Hold on. I'm second guessing myself because that doesn't, oh, that's why. I was gonna say that doesn't look right. 1 and, let me measure. One 1 7/8. So 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. And 1 7/8. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my tape runner. Oh, and I forgot to close up my green glue. Hold on, let me put my little thing in my green glue so it doesn't clog on me. So we're gonna put this piece right here on this. And it just leaves a small little border. And then we're going to take this and put this one on this side. And it doesn't matter if you know, what side's the front, what side's the back. Put some adhesive on these two pieces and put these on the side. And this piece measures the same wide as the same tall, so it doesn't matter. And it's polka dot, so there's no, you don't have to worry about direction, is what I'm trying to say. But I do need to worry about lining it up and getting it on there straight. And for some reason today, that is proving quite difficult for myself. There we go. Goodness gracious. Okay, I'm just gonna choose this side as my front because I like the spacing on these pumpkins better than this side. But there's really no rhyme or reason. So I'm gonna take my label that we already made, pumpkin spice season, and I'm gonna lay this on here flat, and I'm gonna kind of scoot it down and to the right as far as placement goes, so that I can have, let me pull that back in here. I can have enough room to put my little pumpkin spice cappuccino on there. Let me find my dimensionals. Okay, so I'm gonna use a big dimensional, probably 2 of them actually. And then my Cool Whip topping here, let's see. Let's get this down here like this. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use a big one on my Cool Whip. And I need to put that right there because you can kind of tell you run out of room on your box. This little Cool Whip, and you can also, this could be a deciding factor for you. See where it comes up on the little handle on this one? Well, I don't have my handle on this side, so I definitely want to make sure that I put that dimensional down far enough to hold on to my little whipped topping. But I like that it kind of falls off, not falls off, it kind of comes up off the caddy, the holder. Did I not get, there we go. I didn't stick my paper down all the way. So we want one of our cute little pumpkins for the hand, for the little brown part, our little sleeve on our cup, I guess is what you would call it. So let me grab a little dimensional and we're gonna put that right there. And then for these cups, okay, these are little espresso coffee cups and I got them off of Amazon, of course. They come in a pretty big package like this, so I can make a ton of these. There's it's a 2.5 ounce disposable sample size multi-use. It's a 100 pack. But these were very cheap. And of course, you know, I'm doing a craft fair, so I'm gonna use them. But I'm gonna take my 2 little circles and these 2 circles, and I'll show you what's in these coffee cups because they are not empty. Oh no, they are not. Because what would a treat box be if you were giving a treat away with nothing in it? That's not much of a treat. Okay. So let me grab 2 more of these coffee cups. Okay. I'm going to put those back in there. And what we're going to do, we're going to use a big dimensional on the orange part, the pumpkin pie part. And you don't have to dress these up if you don't want to. I just thought it made it look a little bit cutesier. And put a dimensional on there, and then I'm going to center that on the lid and push it down. Same with this. And then I'm gonna take the Cajun Craze circles, and again I can use 2 big dimensionals. Lots of layers. And I'm gonna center this. That's not very centered. Okay, hold on, let me grab my tweezers. I can't see what I'm doing with my big old fat fingers. Can you give us a template for that box? I can, hold on, I'll show it to you. And you can take a picture of it if you want. I had it out at the very beginning, which you missed, sorry. Let me get that on there. And this, Donna, it came from Erica Serwin. She made this little holder about 3 years ago. So I did not come up with this idea. Again, Erica Serwin from Pink Buckaroo. But she did it so perfectly, I thought I don't need to reinvent the wheel. I'm just gonna use hers. So, but yes, I will let you take a screenshot of it. I just popped all of these up, and I'll show you what's in the cups too. Okay, let me move these out of the way and I'll let you screenshot it. So there's the template. So again, it is put it on my graph paper so that you can see the dimensions. It's a 6 tall, 6.5 wide. Let me move my fingers out of the way. There you go. Do you want to screenshot that? You're welcome. I got a little lopsided. I don't know. My camera must have moved. And so you cut on the little dash lines, and then you score. So, and then this is what it looks like cut. And you need 2 of those. Got it. Perfect. Okay. So, and what I was telling them at the very beginning is, you know, this More Than Autumn set is more than autumn. You've got peppermint hot cocoa, apple cider, eggnog. So you have a gingerbread, an apple, a pumpkin. So you don't have to make pumpkin spice, but I'll show you why I chose to do that. You could make, using this same paper pack, the Iconic Celebrations, a peppermint hot cocoa caddy. Or in our online exclusives, Donna, you can use, I don't know if you saw this suite, but Latte Love or a little latte suite. This has beautiful stamps and dies and coffee paper. So, and the 2 samples, I saw these online. Janet Wakeland from remarkablycreated.com made these cute little hot cocoa candy cane treat holders using those cute little peppermint embellishments. I had them here just a second ago. I don't know where they went. And then here's a coffee one. So this says nothing's better than, and she put coffee except maybe you. I thought that was so stinking cute. So there is a lot more use for this than just autumn. It's definitely more than autumn. But the reason why I did the pumpkin spice, these hold perfectly the little Keurig cups, and I found some pumpkin spice Swiss Miss hot cocoa mix. So that's why I did the pumpkin spice. And they fit in there perfectly. If you did the coffee paper and the coffee ones, they have chocolate covered coffee beans that you can buy. Crest, our local grocery store, has them in the little bins where you get the individual candies. You know, you pay so much per pound. But Starbucks carries the chocolate covered coffee beans as well, or they used to at least. So, but again, you could do peppermint hot cocoa. I know they make peppermint ones at Christmas time. So thanks, Mom. I loved it. Thanks, Donna. They are adorable. So I will put these lids back on. So lots of things that you could fill it with, but I just thought for the autumn, oh, get in there. Just a cute little treat holder. And if you guys want to, love all your ideas on those. Hey, Pinterest, I wish I could take credit, but thank you. Okay, so if you guys want to see new product, I know we're just a little over 4 o'clock, but Donna, I don't know if you have seen the new online exclusive stuff. I don't have all of it, but I have a few of it. So here is the gold thread and the little gold heart embellishments, little bling. I am in love with this paper. And this does not have to be used just for Valentine's. Like I said, the red and white and gold, that's perfect for Christmas. But look at that. I don't even know if the camera's doing it justice. So, front, back. Here's some with some pink in it. Front, back. That has little hearts. I love that. There's the front. Back. That has like a little flower kind of image. Love the pink, the melon mambo. Oh, this reminds me of like swirled ice cream. And I'm not even hungry, guys. Front, back, and the front, and the back. Oh, little roses, those are pretty. But great, great paper. I cannot wait. I love gold foil. Okay, and like I said, the hearts and the gold thread go with that. And then we have the utterly adorable I'm not an otter person, but I love scene cards. So here's the front and the back. That looks like the bottom, all the rock. There's the front and the back. See, I could see myself using the back just for an aquarium card. Front. This does have dies and a stamp set with it. That's a very manly color and pattern. And some of these dies will cut out some of these otters. I did not get the die or the stamp set yet. So, front, back. See, I could just use the back. Love the seaweed. There's the front and the back. I think this is my favorite piece. The front and the back. And that comes with some beautiful Lost Lagoon, I think is the color. Yes. Cording. This is so soft and so beautiful. I can't find the end of it. Anyway, so pretty. And then it comes with these beautiful Riverside irregular pearls. And it's got like white, basic beige, and Lost Lagoon. See if I can hold that up a little bit so that you can see. So pretty. And then of course, it does have the highly sought after color coach wheel. This wheel has all of the Stampin' Up! Colors, even basic beige. But it does not have the end colors on it. So, I was trying to find the basic beige. I don't even see the basic beige on there. Maybe it was without the basic beige. But I think these have already sold out. So hopefully, I'm sure they will come out with more. But anyway, that is all the new stuff that I got, and that stuff will be available to customers November 5th. But I loved these cute little treat holders. I hope you guys love them as much as I do. If you guys have liked what you have seen, please share my video so that it reaches others and they can see the cute ideas. It also helps me get my name out there and helps my business grow. I think that's all I have to show you. We went over the new product. Available November 5th. Again, online exclusives only. There won't be any Valentine's Day in the mini for spring. It'll all be online. But I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thanks, Mom. I love them. I think they're going to sell really good at the craft show. I just need to make a whole bunch of them. And I'm running out of time. Can you believe we are less than, no, our first craft show is November 16th. I'm a month away. I have so much to do. There are so many ideas up in my head. I'm never gonna get it all done. There's no way. But anyway, third world problems, right? I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.